welcome back to Back Corner Comics. Today we are going to be talking about Hunter x Hunter again and in the same format as last time, but this time I kind of wanted to do less of like an overview of a single volume and kind of just talk about Viz's very smart decision to publish Hunter x Hunter in these 3-in-1 volumes. And I think it kind of just adds so much value to their lineup and to Hunter x Hunter in general. The price point here is fantastic. You know, the thing about Hunter x Hunter is it's very long, and I think a lot of people for a long time were asking for a kind of like a box set. You know, Viz does these amazing box sets, and I think people really wanted a box set of Hunter x Hunter, me included. It would be amazing. It would look good. But I don't think that there's like a definitive end to Hunter x Hunter yet, right? Togashi is still working on it, and it's, always in a hiatus mode. Granted, recently we're lucky and we're getting all of them. We're getting new chapters. So we've talked about Volume 1 before. So I'll set this aside and we can look at the rest of them. But it's so fun to pick these up and to read them. They're very digest sized. They're smaller than your typical manga volume, which is nice. And I mean, the price point's, $16.99, but you can find them cheaper all the time on Amazon. So for, so let's say you're spending $17. $17, you're getting 3 volumes of, high quality manga. Now, I would say one of the downsides is that it is see-through, and you do not get the covers in between the volumes, which is unfortunate. You do get the author notes, though. But I have recently just started reading through Hunter x Hunter again, through these 3-in-1s, and I've been picking them up more frequently. As you can see, the bleed through is kind of aggressive. I don't know if that's really picking up, especially on these white pages, and Togashi uses a lot of like negative space, right? So it's going to be kind of prominent sometimes. But yeah, I've been reading Hunter x Hunter with a friend of mine, and we've kind of been discussing Hunter x Hunter, and it's really her first time. God, it's beautiful. This is the dog that guards I forget the last name, but Killua's family's guard dog, and Gon kind of approaches the animal, and there's like a great sequence there. I forgot a lot about this stuff, but yeah, me and my friend have been discussing this, and it's her first time kind of going through Hunter x Hunter, and I get to vicariously live through her kind of opinions and stuff. And this whole situation right here with his brother, I had completely forgot about Gon's like aggressive moment with this guy, Illumni. Killua's story here. If you're familiar with Hunter x Hunter, I mean, these characters are just so great and wonderful. And my personal favorite character within Hunter x Hunter is Hisoka. I love Hisoka. I love how crazy he is. Here's this amazing fight that they have in the arena. So yeah, I mean, I do think this is a really great way for Viz to kind of bring back a lot of these volumes. I know some of the Hunter x Hunter volumes have been out of print for a little bit, or they come and go out of print, especially now where you have so many people that are just so interested in manga in general, which is great. And I really hope they're picking these up, and I hope this is successful for Viz and we get more and more of these until the very end of Hunter x Hunter. That does seem to be the case. I do wish there was a little bit of a steadier release schedule for these. And you also get all of these like little bits. So this is just like the single volumes with thinner paper and a smaller trim size. Look at that. I believe that's Gon. Could be his dad too, but looks so cool. One of the greatest things I like, or one of the greatest aspects of Togashi's artwork rather, is how he'll bounce between more of a cartoony and then more of a realistic kind of look, as you can tell here with this cover. But yeah, this is Hunter x Hunter, and it is my favorite way to read Hunter x Hunter. If they ever come out with deluxe editions, I don't think I'm gonna get them. I'll be honest. I think I'm a little over the deluxe editions, and especially when you have a publisher like Kodama Tales, who are putting out 2 volumes a month of, Baki, where those volumes are just so high quality. It's like the same paper stock, if not better, of the deluxe editions. And granted, it's smaller and it's paperback, but you're getting 2 volumes of Baki, a month. And we'll have a video on that on the channel sooner than later. But this is a fantastic way to jump into Hunter x Hunter if you're afraid of the price point, if you want to collect it physically as opposed to reading it digitally. Here again is that amazing Togashi's ability to just switch between 2 different art styles. My friend actually, maybe we can get her on here at some point to talk about comics. That would be a lot of fun. But she actually did not like this aspect at first, but she grew to like it as she has read on. I think that's the greatest thing about Hunter x Hunter, right? The story grows on you, the artwork grows on you, and then whenever Togashi, changes storytelling methods, which he's done a few times throughout the course of Hunter x Hunter, it's always like this really big whiplash, but it still works. It's still engaging. It drives the discussion a little bit. Okay, we'll look at one more volume and then we'll call it, okay? But I really just wanted to push these volumes more, to talk about these amazing volumes that you can buy for a great price. This is a good gift too, guys. If you have a younger person in your life who doesn't really like want to read, or who isn't interested in reading, buy them Hunter x Hunter. I think Hunter x Hunter, it's a little violent, but it's nothing that you wouldn't see in a YA novel or a YA graphic novel. And it'll just get them into reading. It'll get them into theory crafting, which I think is really good for a young mind. Here we have Chrollo, one of my favorite characters. It's ironic that Hisoka's my favorite, and then Chrollo is another favorite. If you're familiar with Hunter x Hunter, you know what I'm talking about. And Hunter x Hunter is like popular right now too because of the new chapters, which is amazing. And so you have all these people who now have this outlet to pick these volumes up, which is great. In fear of repeating myself, I think I'm going to call it here. Pick these up, guys. I mean, they're so cheap. It's like, why not? Buy them for a gift. Gift them to a younger person in your life. Give them a good read. Give them a good time. I hope Viz continues to find different ways to push a lot of these older titles like Hunter x Hunter. I think Yu Yu Hakusho in this edition, granted, they could also do the perfect Yu Yu Hakusho editions. Also, let's get level E, Viz. We need level E. It's going to sell. You put from the creator of Hunter x Hunter and Yu Yu Hakusho on the cover. It's going to sell gangbusters. Like, please, can we get that at some point? I know that there's a lot of Togashi fans that would be more than willing to purchase those. So this is Back Corner Comics. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.